Hey everyone, it's technology expert Burton Kelso here with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Today we're talking about how to extend your Wi-Fi connection in your home. Sounds easy, doesn't it? No, but it's quite difficult because certain homes have certain structures that prevent Wi-Fi from going where it needs to go. And Wi-Fi is important because in our homes and in our businesses, we use Wi-Fi to connect all of our devices, whether it be a smartphone, tablet, laptop, or even desktop computer or smart home, you need Wi-Fi. So how can you make it work? Well, most people think that you can just go out and buy a router from their internet provider through leasing or go to the computer store and purchase a router and that it's going to cover your whole home. Well, depending on the size of your home, that doesn't always work. So what can you do? Well, there are several steps that we're going to take a look at and see how you can extend your Wi-Fi connection. And believe it or not, I'm going to come up with some tips to make it nice and easy for you. Well, number one, when it comes to a router, you want to put it in a central location. Central location is very important when it comes to a Wi-Fi network. Why is that? Well, your Wi-Fi works like a large umbrella. Let me do this. Ooh, so it extends like this, and it only does point of sight. So either above it or below it is going to get a strong signal. Or if you're right in a line of sight, you're going to get good signal with your Wi-Fi connection. To kind of give you an idea, let's take a look at this diagram. There's a wireless router. It's not the prettiest picture, but there's a router in the middle of a home, and that's where it should be placed. Sometimes, when your cable company will install a wireless setup, they'll do it near to the closest wall. Sometimes it'll wind up in the basement. Sometimes it'll wind up to the wall on the far end of your house. And a lot of cable providers won't run the coax cable needed to get the modem centrally located in your house. And it really puts a lot of us in a catch-22 situation. So what can you do about that? Well, if you can, try to convince your cable company to install your wireless router and your cable modem centrally in the house. If you're not able to make that happen, there are some other things that you can do to make that feat happen. Number two, as far as that's concerned, and that's one of the tricky things, is you got to wire your home or office if you can. And I know that's almost impossible because you would have to either A, have the house wired as you were building it, or B, spend a lot of money having an electrician come out or an IT guy come out and run cabling through your home in order to provide the best signal. Why is wired so important? Well, wireless offers the best signal. You can get up to 1,000 megabits per second through a wired connection as opposed to a wireless that can get anywhere from 5 to, I would say a couple of hundred or more megabits per second. Wireless just carries the fastest signal. So if you want to get Wi-Fi to one side of your house to the other, sometimes you would have to install a network cable from one end of the house to the other, and then install a wireless access point, such as this M2 wireless access point that I have here. And we'll go into more in that in a second. What's the next thing you can do if you can't wire the house? Well, your only alternative is to extend the range of your wireless network. Well, that's kind of challenging too because there's all sorts of products out there on the market that promise to extend that Wi-Fi connection. You've got routers, you've got wireless access points that all promise to extend your wireless, but I've got the best solution for you, and here it goes. Well, the first thing that you need to do rather than buying wires is to go out and purchase one of these devices, if I can grab it. This TP-Link, there we go, power line. And I love how it says starter kit. It's kind of the only thing that you need. But what the TP-Link power line adapter does is that it uses your electricity, your power outlets in your house to act as a wired connection. So what you would do is that you would install the TP-Link. We'll take one here. You can install it in one outlet near your router. And then you can add the other TP-Link in a room where you want to install your wireless router. So what happens is once you plug this in and hit the buttons to get those things to sync up, and then you can see the buttons there, it'll send a signal connecting these two devices together. So with one end plugged into your router and the other end plugged into your wireless access point that's going to provide Wi-Fi, your devices will connect wired, giving you a nice strong signal. Now, as far as what you need to put on the other end, this comes up to my buddy M2 again. There's the M2, and you don't have to necessarily get this brand, but this M2, and I'll show the box here, is a wireless access point that, or a range extender that will allow you to actually extend your wireless range. So again, so that you're clear, because I know it's a lot of information to take in, you can go out and get a TP-Link Wi-Fi adapter, if I can get it in front of the screen here. And what it will do is you plug one in the outlet closest to your existing router, and you plug the other TP-Link connector in another end and the wall outlet near where you want to put your wireless range extender. Once you get those devices up and synced, then you can buy another Linksys router or an M2 like this device here, plug it in the end where you want to extend the wireless, and you will get good wireless coverage. TP-Link adapters usually run about $40 to $50 anywhere that you buy computer products, except for like Office Depot. So like a Micro Center or Best Buy is going to have that. Now keep in mind, if you install the TP-Link power line adapter, the power line in the home isn't going to give you as fast as a wired network, but it definitely will give you enough speed and signal strength. So if you wanted to wire a device in with your router and it's across the home and you don't want to purchase or have someone come out and install cable, you could do that. Or B, if you want to run a wired connection so you can connect one of these babies in to extend wireless in your house, then that's what it's made to do. Now it's fast enough for streaming, and it's fast enough for other wireless activities such as surfing the web, and it will allow you to connect any device to it. So keep that in mind if you are having problems with Wi-Fi. Of course, if you are having problems with Wi-Fi and you can't figure all this out, you can definitely call the folks at Integral. If you got comments or questions, leave them in the comment section below. Would love to hear from you to find out what tech tips you'd like me to feature in future videos. And speaking of videos, be sure to subscribe either to myself or Integral, lean back so you can see the logo, on social media and on YouTube. There's tons of videos there that will allow you to get more from the technology you use in your day-to-day life and in your business life. So take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile, and thanks for watching.